Hi everyone, this is Carla. Welcome to part 5 of my series Meditation 101 Exploring the Possibilities. This part 5 will be focused on a spiritual or religious aspect of meditation. So you don't have to be a religious person or have a certain faith or even be particularly spiritually oriented to meditate, but you can have that aspect as well. And you can use the visualization method, the colors, you can do an active meditation with the spiritual or religious component. So this could look like some things that we've already talked about, like repeating a prayer, repeating a holy scripture, um, using a visualization to imagine a connection with the divine, whatever that would look like to you. You can also use colors to represent energy flowing back and forth from yourself to the divine. This is really a very special way to feel connected and centered, something that I really enjoy. You can try various ways to get into this. Something that I like is Lectio Divina, which is divine reading. This is originally a Catholic-based method for understanding and really letting holy writings resonate not only with our heads, but with our body, with our spirit, and emotionally. And it usually follows a certain pattern. So you would find a scripture, and again, this does not have to be Christian denomination, and certainly not Catholic. It could be any scripture from any religion that resonates with you. And first, you start with a little bit of silence, and then you read that scripture, you reflect on it, and then you respond, maybe in prayer, and then you rest, you sit with it. So, how this can look is going over a few different questions using this same method. So, for example, you could use a scripture if you wanted to do something from the Christian tradition. You could use something simple like, with God, all things are possible. And you would read that scripture the first time, and then you would pick out a word or a phrase in that speaks to you, and you can hold that inside. You can write it down or share this with a group or a partner that you are doing this Lectio Divina with. And then you would read this a second time, thinking about what feeling you get from this scripture. How does this make you feel? Then you can meditate and reflect on that for a moment by yourself again, or with others. You can share this with others. And then with the third reading, you can see how this scripture is reflected in something maybe that you feel you need to do in your life, or how it is reflected in the world. So you can do this as a internal, or you can expand this reading out to reflect the world. And then you would wrap this up by a possible response of prayer, consideration of if there's any action that this is stimulating you towards, and then maybe some rest and silence. in a active or passive meditation, depending on what is calling to you. And again, you could do this walking. You could do it a labyrinth walk with this. You can do this by yourself with music or without. So there's lots of different options. Um, and it's something that is accessible to people that maybe don't feel like sitting with silence, or they want to do something different to engage with their spiritual or religious side that is pretty easy to do. I should say simple, may not be easy. So try this at home. Try this in a prayer group. Try this in your synagogue, church, place of worship, wherever you go to get this connection of spirituality, and see how it works for you, and then give me some feedback on how you like this. So it's been great getting together and going over all these different options that help to make it accessible for you to reach a state of peace or focus through meditation. And our last section of the series will be a yoga nidra, and that's a yogic sleep, and we'll talk more about that next time. In the meantime, hope that you are able to find some great practices here and learn something through my Meditation 101 course. Namaste.